Good morning, little loves, little lights. Tiny Seder is my beautiful, beautiful, growing family. Gather round. You perfect sun and moons. Perfect, like so precious. That's what I'm hearing. Both parts of you are so very precious to God, to Spirit. You know how to be that ice cold dragon. You know how to be that ice cold dragon with flames burning inside of you. And you also know to, how to take a bath, how to hang out, how to be chill, how to be, you know, how to be warm, how to relax. That's what I'm hearing. Like you are this incredibly strong, powerful, like presence-filled dragon, but you also know how to relax, how to wind down, how to heal, how to, kind of simmer down from that dragon form into your human form and just hang out and be. And that's important. That's important for sure. You, from this long day of being this dragon and with your shadow, working with your shadow to take out the nefarious archfiends of the world that you might encounter every day. You might have to be around that, and if you do, don't worry, you will get out of that. But after that long day, you just go back and take a bath and just hang out and just be, and you heal from all of it. You know how to heal from everything. And as we always have here in different, how do I say this, different guides. Let the treasures be your guide. Let your treasures be your guide. The treasures that you build as if you are in heaven, let those be your guide. Your dreams. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Just do it from the buff. Straight from the buff. From the Shire. It's like we're in the Shire. We're in the Shire. Now, there might be Middle Earth out there. There might be even orcs out there, you could say. Pure goblins, you could say. But we are in the Shire, spiritually. Our heart is in the Shire. Our heart is not in Mordor anymore. We don't have to be Frodo and Sam on that journey anymore. If anything, we were on that journey with Christ this entire time. How do I say this? Becoming the sacrifice, becoming, how do I say this? Spiritually taking on the entire world's darkness, the entire world's evil. And Gandalf says, wise Gandalf says, Saruman, or maybe even I forget his name, the Dark Lord himself, thinks that it's the works of heroes, great heroes, that hold back the darkness. Truthfully, it's the small deeds of simple folk that truly keep it at bay. The small deeds of simple folk, even hobbits. Some of us are, how do I say this? Some of us are the king of men. Some of us are high elves, you could say, royal elves, royal angels, you could say. Some of us are dwarves. Rock and stone. Some of us are hobbits. Some of us, some people out there are, how do I say this? Some people are Smeagol, but again, they play their part. They have, everyone has their part, you could say. Boom. And you are this perfect max level magician, boom, big bird flying over. Max level magician of how to be resurrected in the flame of God, in the Spirit of God, and to the point where you can see you wield it. You put your hands up and there's magic circles there in the spiritual realm. And you again, you can bless, love, light, joy, peace, stillness, serenity, tranquility. And that is being projected not only to you right here through me, but to the entire universe. Myri from Steins Gate said it best when she had her hand reaching out to the sky, and she says to Okabe, the mad scientist main character, you could say, but I think Myri's the main character for sure. She's the true joy of the show, the true light of the show. And what does she tell Okabe? The stars are there in the daylight. The stars are there in the daytime. You just can't see them. That vibration you're putting out, that frequency you're putting out, just by declaring, love. And you're like imagining the atmosphere being filled with light. Imagining the sky being filled with light. That is real. That is there. And we have like, the ability to do so not only, but the responsibility to have that mountain of faith. And together, your light, your shadow, both become givers. You can see even that shadow being able to give color. And that light version of you being a true goddess of creation, a true God of creation. You wield both, you give with both. And Christ says, the angels say, heaven says, go forth, Giggle Fairy. We need you. Like, we know you're the strongest, don't worry. But you gotta help everyone be in joy, because that's how you find source. When you are in high spirits is when you are truly in the spirit. When you are one with the Spirit of God is when you are in that, again, like that high energy, high frequency vibration. And it's okay not to be in that all the time. Like when, you have those days where you have to be that ice cold dragon. But when you get home, when it's just you and God again, when it's just you and Spirit again, heal, do breath work, eat good food, take good care of yourself, have good hygiene, and, make sure you're clean. Cleanliness is close to godliness for a reason. When you have like a messy floor, and I don't, again, like I have that too sometimes. I mean, I'm kind of just like explaining, like you could say like the real issue is when you have like a bunch of things in your vision that, it's like almost like how do I say this? It's almost hard for your brain to process everything in your vision. And you don't realize even like crumbs or dust on the floor, if that like piles up in like the different spots, your brain is like trying to process all those different things as if, you're like looking at a night sky of stars, but it's like, dust, you could say. And that, how do I say this? It takes away from your processing ability. So your desk, your place of work, most of all, should be like spotless and clean. That way you feel inside. Again, it's a reflection. That's what it is. It's a reflection of the inner part of you. A reflection of the inner, your outer. And like, keep sacred, like how do I say this? Someone gave me this tip, you could say. This like, this gift of creating a beautiful space, creating something incredible. Let me show you guys, do I have my artwork here? I'll just show you guys the other pictures. Let's see. I have like, I have all the decks that I have, that I use for these readings all around me. I have, beautiful pictures of SW that I find in some anime. If you recognize these, like, awesome. I love you. A while back, a picture that basically, God drew of me, through me, in like my true phoenix form. I have, cards, mementos from dates, smells even. Smells even can do it. Smells are not only have a lot to do with, you could say, your aura, right? Your presence. But say you have like a beautiful memory and you want to lock it in. Don't take a picture. Like get like some essential oils or something, or like anything that smells, and just smell that. And that memory, that joy will be fused to that smell. So whenever you need that like literal hit, you could say that like, that remembrance of pure joy and pure like beautiful parts of your life, I don't say this, like purring, when you're purring internally and you smell that smell, you begin to purr internally again. You feel that same joy, you feel that same love of that memory. And that's the cool thing. What is the thing that will let you remember the most? Like, what do you remember the most in memories? Love. The times of great love you remember the most, like you tend to remember it the most. Go and build those times as much as you can in this life. Go build memories of love, like go build a constellation of love. You being the light. You being the light. And like along the way, you may have to be the shadow, and that's okay. That's what the shadow's there for, to protect you being the light upon that path. Don't forget that ever. You are so loved. You are so worthy of all the beautiful, divine nature's characteristics, the lights that you have built. You are so, so precious. As this reading started, both sides of you are so, so precious. And you are infinitely loved. Like, I cannot explain how loved you are. I could not explain how loved you are, how loved you are, how loved you are. Boom. I cannot explain how loved you are. And exactly when I snapped, the heater, little pop went off. That's so awesome. The heater turned on. So, like, confirmation that you are love itself. And wherever you go, you are also being light itself, creating. Again, like that one testimony I told you guys about of looking over that city. And it was just, as the sun went down, just a line of beautiful, beautiful lights, red, blues, you could say like yellows, like the yellow lights, just covering this farmland, like one by one appearing, you could say. That's you in every day. In every day. If this is like truly the abyss, right? If this is like truly like the void, you could say, boom, you are the light. You are the light in that void. So, merge with that void. And I see so many of you commenting that you have merged with the void, like I am the void. That is so, like, another flash of light came right here. That is so beautiful to God, because in the center of that void, you will find the true light. You will truly find the light. Boom, double pop right there, double point of perception. In the center of darkness, you will find the light. So reach that center, and no matter what, you are always guided every step of the way. Thank you all so much for being here. We're already almost at 1,000, and I'm so very happy. Next goal is 9999. Let's get to it. Keep growing these videos, you guys. Every like matters, every comment matters. Thank you all so much for being here. I truly appreciate you all. I love you. Please have a great day together as one.